in terms of their own business. And recently, he has even worked with a person, and imagine within a month, the revenue increased 6 times. That is 600% improvement over a period of 1 month. Can you imagine? Just that person also didn't put all the stuff that he has advised into practice. Some few elements, 6 times progress in 1 month. Unbelievable. I think we got a real gem in our midst, and we are not utilizing him properly, right? If we, the people who understand him, have not utilized, what about the general world? So let's make sure that we not only use it, we also take it further to the whole world, to India at least, right? It is in our duty. First of all, get your bank balance fat, right? And let's follow and let's hear what he has got to say. And I'm quite thrilled about today. Okay, over to you, Dada.
Good morning. Hello. Why early morning so slow like this? Okay, people who have done early morning meditation, you are still waking up, taking a deep breath. Get on, man. This is business time. When other people are sleeping, this is what I want you to do. I know that's a beautiful thing about ants. How many of you guys know ants? Cheaty. You know, there's a problem with ants mentality. Ants always think about, so when it is summer, they think of winter. Hello? Do you know that? When it is summer, they think of winter. Yeah. And when it is winter, they think of worst it will be in winter. So they always look at something which I call it as the the security mindset. They're always working. Yes or no? You will never see an ant. They will do anything goddamn to reach to their destination. Yes or no? You stop them here, they're going to find a new way. They're going to find from here. They can risk their life also, but they are going to reach to their promised land. Yes or no? Yeah, do you agree? Good. So on the one side, you have an ant kind of a mentality. On the other side, you have a normal mentality. Karenge, kal karenge, tomorrow, last day. I had that mentality. When I submitted my assignments, it was the last day. I mean, people used to call me to confirm, Tune assignment, that means when I give the assignment, that is the last day. When declared last day, then another 10, 15 days, then my time. Okay, I am the lastest to the lastest one. So now from that lastest one to the firstest one, it's a different thing. Okay, and I understood that why I did not submit my assignments, why I did not do all those things, because I did not feel connected. I felt like it was a kind of a burden to me that was being pushed. Why homework? Anyone like me? Okay, you are pushed somewhere and you felt, yeah, I'm just pushed. Tell me one thing. Why? I mean, how many of you guys have fallen in love? Just give me a high five. Okay, it might not be a human being. It might be a immaterial thing also. I mean, it might be like I've fallen in love with my car. Correct? I've fallen in love with some kind of a materialistic commodity. I have fallen in love with my jewelry. Anything, right? So if you have fallen in love with something, might be a movie. Why you don't procrastinate there? Why you are the first one to buy the ticket? Why you are first one to buy even a black ticket? You know, ticket in black. Okay, you have fallen in love with somebody. Then you don't procrastinate. You are waiting for him or her. Ek glimpse, ek jhalak to dikhla ja. Yes or no? Why you don't wait there? That's what my question is. So today, the topic that we have, it's called as the promised land for the dumb. This topic, when I was designing, I was like really thinking that this cannot be done in one session. So I need all of your help so that we can complete everything in one session. Are you guys with me? It is going to be a little up and down running. It will be a roller coaster ride. There will be a lot of deep realizations. There will be a lot of introspections, and there will be a lot of embarrassments and new Josh, feeling bad to feeling proud. Both are going to be there. Ready? Okay. Awesome. Nice. So I would request coach to share the the topics, entire thing. So today I would like you to write down 10 such promises that you have done in your life. that you remember. Go ahead, anything. 10 promises. I had a promise. I can remember, my first promise to the second promise, everything started changing on. But one day I remember I promised, I'm bloody gonna stand up on my legs. That was the promise that I'm so happy that I was able to do that. Yes, it took a lot of time. Yes, it took a lot of pain. I remember my entire knees were completely, blacked, thick skinned because I fell down. I don't know how many times. I got bruises, I got scratches, I hurt my back. But that day when I promised that, Baga, you need to stand up. If you don't stand up, you are going to be looked upon by every goddamn guy. You are your true motivation. Sometimes I was crying. Sometimes I was, alone in the gym, that to somebody else's gym. And I was trying to pull up myself, no support, nothing. I was just trying to just stand. I did everything to, hold that treadmill and like a baby step, sometimes one step, sometimes half step, sometimes fell down. But I think that was something which was very, very tough. That promise that I made today, that day, was only because there was something inside me which was holding. Like if I don't do this, I will not be able to do that. When I made that promise, there is a new one. There is a new challenge. So there are multiple kind of promises in life. Okay, so there are some promises that you make it to yourself. There are some promises that you make it to somebody. There are some promises that you make it to a community or a nation. There are some promises to the world. There are some promises to the Almighty God. Yes or no? So today, I want you to write down the 10 promises. Okay, anything, 10 promises that you remember that you have made in your life. Abhi hua hai, nahi hua hai, it doesn't matter. Okay, just write down the promises. And then the next thing is write down the status, done, not done. Okay, that's it. Just tick mark all those things. First, you write down 10 promises. It will take some time. And now I'm sure all of you guys have some promises in your life. Yes or no? Everyone has some promises. Chalo, likho. People who are watching this on YouTube and Facebook, if you are just watching and you're watching all these people are doing it, remember one thing. Always, thinkers stay back, doers achieve. Okay, and doers have a very, very beautiful power. It's like they can overcome that small thing that's called as procrastination. There's a beautiful, thing that I have written out. Maybe I can show you some other time. Yeah, I can show you some other time. I don't have it ready here. So between doers and thinkers. So if you are here, if you are watching this on YouTube, okay, make sure that you are also participating. Write down 10 promises that you remember that you have made in your life. That can be with you, that can be with one person, that can be with a community, that can be with a nation, that can be with a spirituality, anything. Okay, one promise. I will become healthy. I will become millionaire or whatever it is. Okay, at least I will do this. I will prove this. All this, and the funny thing is, all promises and all these things start somewhere near Christmas, and it dies out at 26th. Start at Christmas, end at Republic Day. Hello, yes or no? All New Year resolutions and all promises. Have you seen people get into gym? Then 1st December, like full Josh. 1st January, double Josh. By the time it is like first week of January, Josh over. 26th, arey yaar, no God. Then Valentine Day. Right. So I would like you guys to tell me some of the promises that we have done, we have not done, chalega. So the first thing is to write down. Then tick mark those things that you have already done. Whichever you've done, just next to it, you just tell me how did you feel when a promise is met, when the promise is accomplished, when the promise has been successfully done. And those things that you have not, let's do that today. Good? Hello? That someday, one day, achhe din, today. Okay? How many of you guys are getting my mails? Just give me a high five. You are getting my emails. Achhe din wala mail aa raha hai aapke paas? How many of you guys got that achhe din wala mail? Good. So I have promised that I'm not going to use ChatGPT in my mail ever. Might be there are spelling mistakes, might be there are punctuation mistake, vocabulary, jane do. It's okay. Because I'm thinking that I'm talking to my family. Good? Allowed? Yeah? They'll say. So next one is, how do you feel for those which you have accomplished, those promises? Okay. How many of you guys, by the way, have done at least like 5 promises? You have written down 5 promises. Okay. 10 promises. 10 promises. You are in a flow stage, buddy. You can write the 11th one also. Yes. Yeah. I remember there was one more guy with me. His name was Supreet. He promised his son, Beta, I'm going to buy you a toy. The toy was broken. I remember. I think this is a story that I've told anyone. And the kid was crying. And in his account, only 423 rupees and 50 paisa was there. That's the promise I'm talking about. That day he cried. One whole year he cried. There is so much of up and down in his life. I remember 2-3 months he could not work also. He has worked like anything. He was working, as an an on-site executive labor class kind of a guy also in a real estate infrastructure developer guy thing. From there to somebody who is dealing with a 200 crore to 500 crores kind of a business. I think that is remarkable. How many of you guys feel that is remarkable here? Okay, from 423 rupees in the bank account, man, I salute to this gentleman. And I'm so happy that he is doing great. He is also increasing the India's GDP as well. So great thing. So now you need to also talk about, okay, for those things, what actions are you going to take for those promises that you have promised, but you have not done? In one side, you have some promises you have done, you have met, you got some qualities out there, right? And for those, you haven't done it. So what was stopping you? That is what is more important. Let's write about that. Okay. I wanted to write down like 5 points today for those things, those promises which is not done. What is stopping you? Okay. And if anything is stopping you, so is it an outside external thing or is it an internal thing? That is the only thing you have to make a note of this today. That's all. Good. How many of you find this topic is very, very powerful and it is hitting you hard, man? Zyada dil mein lag raha yaar. Anyone like that? It's hitting you hard. I love that. Because, see, I do not know what was that promise. Hello, Dham Mastery. I do not know what is that promise. I do not know what stopped you, but you know the reason. The best part is, I would like to tell a small story. My father was suffering from a particular kind of a fever, which is a very, very rare thing, doesn't happen. So this fever is to come every day evening, just like municipality water supply. Every evening, 7 o'clock, he will shiver. His temperature will go to almost like 102 degree Fahrenheit to probably 103. Yeah, not 103, but 102, 101 and 102. It will be there. It will be there for like half an hour, 45 minutes or 1 hour. Then it will subside every day. And like, so first initially we thought normal fever, chalo crocin, paracetamol, and he did his own medications. Then we went to our family physician. Nothing happened. Now this took almost like 1 month. It was not stopping. Now my father's health was slowly deteriorating. Now in 2 months' time, we went to hospital. We did many other diagnostics. Nothing happened. By the time it was more than 60 days, everyday fever was something which was killing me more than him. We went to Apollo Hospital in Chennai in Thousand Light Streets. We did a lot of tests, and after I think 7 or 8 days also, doing all so much of blood tests and all those tests and all, I was not able to, the doctors were also not able to find out any problem. I was, first time in my life, I was praying to God. And me and my uncle was there, my uncle, my mentor. We both were praying to God, Are koi toi bimari nikalo. Are you guys getting this? I was really praying to God, please God, goddamn give him some disease, at least disease pata rahega, then I can shoot him with some tablets. Yes or no? And then on the 80th day, we found out this issue, and it was a very, very rare thing. And anyway, he got cured and he's healthy and hearty now. But the thing is, many times if you do not know what is the exact problem, what is the structure or what kind of diagnosis to be done, we do not get that other side of the clarity. Do you agree, sir? Do you understand from this story? Okay. So today, what we are doing is a diagnostic systems for your own life. You are diagnosing what went wrong, where did you stop, what was missing, what was the vacancy, buoyancy, whatever it is. But today, I think this enlightenment, no one in this entire world bloody can teach you this other than yourself. Yes or no? No one. Only you can do this. That's why it is better to keep your mouth shut and listen to your inner guru. I think that's the best guru. I don't think so there is any better guru than this. The guru which is inside you. This person knows goddamn everything about your life. Yes or no? All the lies that you have said, all the naughty things that you have said, all the excuses that you have given, all the kind of scary movement that had, all the opportunities you have lost, all the resources that you think you should have used, you could not. This person knows better than anyone else. My intention is not to talk to you, but to talk to that person who is sitting inside. Aha moment. Okay. This is called transcendence. This is called pran pratishtha. The moment you understand that there is a person inside you who is more powerful than you. You are just a Katputri. If this gentleman says, okay, cross the road, only then you can cross the road. Otherwise, you're going to stand there as a dumb guy looking at everything. Yes or no? You will sit with a menu card in your hand. You will not be able to decide any goddamn menu. Yes or no? You'll stand like a dummy. So today, what you are doing is, I want you guys to open up today. All those people who have joined new, write down your names and tell me, don't tell me about your promise. Don't tell me about the stuff. It's okay. But tell me about how do you feel today? How do you realize today? Are you growing goddamn today? Even if it is 0.1% inclination, I'm telling you, gravity will do rest of the things. But are you inclined? That small radian, small degree of angle. That is the intention of Dhammaschi. Just imagine every goddamn day, if you choose so hard, when you do this. And by the way, I'm not giving you, are you going to be able to see? What I'm doing is I'm not keeping quiet. I'm continuously talking. Have you noticed that? Why? This is called as functional noise. Have you heard of this functional noise? Functional noise is something that I'm giving you a noise, but you are still concentrated. It is like something in railway station, right? There are so much of distraction, somebody crying, hawker, sound, background, engines, and all these things. But still, goddamn, you listen to that announcement. Kripya dhyan de, Gadi number XYZ coming on this platform. You bloody know your Gadi number. You know the platform number. Why? That is called functional noise. Clear? Aha moment. What if you can learn about this? In first, on the third week, this is what we do, is we teach you about a structure called as the functional noise removal system. Yes. In 2023, there are a lot of digital nonsenses are there. Do you agree, sir? So many things, social media, this media, that, this. But how can you come to your point? How can you use those things so that you can reach to your promised land? That's the goal of this entire system. How can you probably be beyond other people who are just like normal guys? You woke up on time, you are here, you are much more aggressive in reaching to your promised land. That's why you guys are here. This is only 1% of people in this entire world can do. Okay, 4%. 1% who implements and goes forward. So with that, I would invite all of you guys to, whoever are there, the first 10, 15 people, okay. Let me see. Today, can you promise to kill your procrastination of coming on stage and talking? Let me see that. Okay, those people who have never spoken here, the first 30 seconds, I'm giving you a chance to write down your name. Because if you have promised that you are going to be a great guy, how can you become a great guy if no one knows about you, man? How can you make a single rupee if no one is shaking hands and saying hello to you? Did you get my point? Your school teaches you finger on your lips. Business teaches you, take the finger out and ask him, hello, do the smile. Yes or no? That is the first level. Turn a stranger to a friend. Turn the friend to the trusted person. Only then the business can happen. No one in the world is going to open up and share their pain and problem to you unless and until you are connected to them. And how do you connect? I've seen people get into the meeting rooms and they're just waiting. Why? Why? You're thinking, Bhagwan aayenge, prasad denge, chale jayenge? Nahi aayenge. I'm the goddamn God. I'm telling you. I'm giving you this place. Why don't you write down your names? Why don't you come on their screen? Why don't you talk about it? 2023, if you are not making this camera as a friend of yours, this is the biggest Brahmastra in this world in 2023. Do you agree, sir? You are not on camera, you will become dinosaurs. You will become extinct. You will become starving. Everything is on this small button that we are looking at here right now. Yeah. Go ahead. So I open this entire session to you guys. You can share whatever you feel. You don't have to disclose your promises. Just talk about how do you feel, anything that is coming to your heart, 30 seconds to 1 minute. Go ahead. This session is for you. Go. Go ahead. Who is the first one? Navneet.
Good morning, everyone. So, Dada, I felt very confident when I finished my first promise, when I accomplished my first promise. And the subsequent ones became easier to accomplish with one successful accomplishment. So the confidence level was increased. But if the promise was unaccomplished, in some of the cases, that's what has happened. It has led to frustration and procrastination also. So one promise attained has not neutralized the other promise unattained so far, because those two are two different areas of focus. So it is not having a halo effect of accomplishing one in one aspect of life has not automatically made me confident to attain the other one. But one thing it has come is like confidence that perseverance and dedication put into that will definitely yield results eventually. That's making me forcibly develop patience.
Awesome. Good. I think this is the formula. Okay. First comes competence, then comes confidence. Competence plus confidence gives you that power to face that risk. Once you face the risk, you get an experience. With the experience, you become worthy. With the worthy, you become wealthy. With being wealthy, then you become healthy. Hello? In 2023, first comes wealth, then comes health. No wealth, no khana, marjana. Good? All right, next person.
Dada, I am at my hometown. 1 week ago, I reached here. I started playing with money. Usually, any big decisions I never used to take at my home. My father and mother, they are very aged people. They only used to take. This time, I I spent like anything, money. Is छोटा सा function hai, but food, function hall, talking to people, all aspects I did. No anxiety. That is the main difference what I seen. The main big difference what I got is I have no fear in my mind if something goes wrong. That confidence or internal anxiety removal, you did it. That is what I felt. The whole program of Fest created in me, the version 1.1 or 2 is that removal of that anxiety. And people also, I know if too much work pressure is there, sometime I used to break down and I used to get angry. That also got reduced. This time I'm able to work like a monster. Whole night I worked, like from morning to next day morning till the function starts. So it's all this whole exercise.
How do you feel? How do you feel, Gopal?
I feel like privileged to be in this group. The reason being, if I am not here, I never learned this whole activity, how to do it, particular task. So I'm very happy. I've seen many deals are closed, means talking to many people, how to come, to my number. All that is done. I'm very happy, Dada. This is real transcendence I'm seeing. Thank you.
Awesome. Very nice. Good. Next person. Quick. Follow the chat. Shamla. Go. Quick. We don't have time. 10 seconds, you are gone. Okay. Shamla, ma'am. Yeah, go ahead. Next is Pallavi. Be ready. After Pallavi is Baswaraj. Be ready. Nandakumar, you have to follow Baswaraj. Then last Charanjit, we'll stop at him. Quick.
Namaskaram.
Take your hand from the camera. Yeah.
Okay. I'm holding the mobile nearby.
No problem. Look at the camera. Don't look at the screen. If I look at the screen, my eyes are going to be like this. Okay. I'm teaching you guys. Don't look at the screen. Look at the camera. The camera is a small dot. Look at that camera. Yes. No. Look at the camera. Where is the camera?
But this is not so comfortable.
Yeah, of course, you want to grow. That's what.
No, like somehow. Okay.
No, don't look at him yourself. Look at the camera and talk. Come on.
I don't know where the camera.
Okay, where you put your hand, a finger, that is the camera.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay, good.
I feel confident. Confidence level, I think, has increased a little bit.
Awesome.
But
Nice.
still, I have to improve on that only more.
Okay, good. So how old are you here? Here.
I am very young.
Okay. How many hours you have been here and you are becoming confident now?
How many
24
hours? 48. 36.
48 hours. Big round of applause.
More
Okay.
than 48, 72 hours. 3
22
days.
hours.
No?
Awesome. Privilege. Great. So just see, your camera and your photo is just few centimeters from each other, but it can change everything the way you look at the camera. I know this is uncomfortable. I know it is better to look at the mirror and do your makeup, but looking at the camera and teaching others, talking to them, that's called business. Good? Nice? Awesome. Big round of applause for you. Yes, Pallavi, over to you.
So am I supposed to share based on whatever I attended so far? Or in
Anything
general?
you feel, anything. You are free to talk anything. How do you feel?
Okay, so a year ago, I was actually, told by medical professionals that I had to undergo surgery. And multiple doctors, all the specialists, different cities, I checked, and everybody suggested, okay, surgery was the only way to go about it. And I just somehow knew that I will not undergo surgery. So I had no logical reason to it. I just followed my inner guru or intuition, whatever we can call it. But I had to, it made absolutely no sense. Machines were telling different things. I was no expert into any of those. But it's been a year now. I was given a deadline of May 2022 to undergo surgery. I recently celebrated my anniversary that I didn't have to undergo surgery. So, but in that journey, I failed multiple times. I succeeded multiple times. But one thing I learned and I did it. I chose to do it was instead of looking at it as a challenge. Ki nahi, I'm gonna prove everybody wrong or nahi, ye to karna hai. I made the whole journey right from the day one as an adventure. What you were mentioning, in the last sessions, challenge me, adventure ho, to you'll be able to, the whole perspective changes. So though it was a very painful journey, but I think that outlook, now I carry it in every aspect of life. So even if there are disappointments, even if there are like promises, hundreds of things that I haven't done it, anxiety nahi aata hai, frustration nahi aata hai. Yeah, thoda irritation zarur hota hai ki yaar I have not done this, that. Irritation aata hai. I literally get irritated by myself because of the procrastination thing, but it doesn't pull me down, and yeah, I enjoy it still, knowing
Good.
that I haven't. Yeah.
So how do you feel here?
It is an extension to what I've been doing. I feel like that, so it's amazing. And
Awesome.
yeah.
Good. Big round of applause for Pallavi. Right. All right. So we encourage this. Okay. We encourage this. You know why? 7 plus 3 is 6. We are in that mode. We love that. Yes. Good. Yeah. Next. Go. Talk.
Good morning, Dada.
Camera.
Yeah. Good morning, all of you. I also dreamt of lot of promises. I also done a lot of promises, and some of the promises are done. Like I want to become a class topper in PUC, and I did that. And a lot of promises also left behind. And I'm feeling confident that those promises are going to be done in the next upcoming year. I'm feeling confident, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good. I think there are a lot of people who are devotees of Sadhguru here. I think there is something to learn from him. Today, President of India is sitting in front of him and saying, "Sir, how do I run my country?" And this gentleman hardly have gone to a college. Did you get my point, sir? So it is not about being a class topper now. It is being a topper in the terms of numbers. That is the proof that people have respected you. That is the proof of people have trusted you. That is the proof that people are really ready to get service from you. This is the proof. Yes or no? There is no other proof. No other certificates, no other things. Yes or no? Do you agree? Good. Awesome. Nice. Nandakumar, next.
Yeah. Dada, when I started jotting it, whatever I could accomplish, I was feeling a satisfactory feeling. And the things which I was unable to accomplish, and jotting it, what made that's not happening, or what all things I need to do to accomplish it, is also coming up. And yeah, wherever it is within my control, I am working on it, and which is not in my control, seeing how I can get it into my control is the work. And it has given a really confidence now to, yes, I could accomplish other aspects also. That's what my learning for.
Very nice. So when you put a promise, and if you are not able to do that thing, that promise might be internal promise or external, whatever it is. The first thing that comes is called embarrassment. Oh shit, man, I could not do this. After that comes a regret. Okay. First comes the promise, then comes the embarrassment. It's a feeling, it's an emotions, and then comes the regret. On the other side, if you overcome that, so for that promise, first has to come the energy. Did you get my point? Okay. In Japanese, there is a word called qigong. Okay, the chi means chetana. Okay, gong. I don't want to go into that. So when you get into that energy mode, okay, I have to do that, that hunger and all these things, it is going to be a painful thing. No one ever promised something to do something bad. Everyone promises to do something which is better. Yes or no? At that point of time, even if you take a revenge also, that is also a promise in disguise. Yes or no? That is also a promise, right? That time you felt good about it. That time you felt this is the best thing for me. That time it was the most positive thing. So at this point of time, when you promise and you're getting to that thing, to overcome that entire stuff, that procrastination, it is a painful. Just imagine there is a rope and I give you a bicycle, and it is like on top of like 10th floor. So one side of the the building to the other side, there is a rope. You will be scared to death. Yes or no? Why? Because the first thing is learn the balancing. Now, balancing itself is going to be a painful thing. Then learn balancing on the normal ground. Then learn balancing probably in a 10-foot road. Did you understand? Then might be a 1-foot road. Then probably a half-inch road. I don't know, not a half-inch, might be a 6-centimeter road. Then probably a time will come when you can travel straight line from one side to another side, might be on 10th floor also. So everywhere there is a risk. Everywhere there is a question. It's a calibration. Okay, can I do that? Shall I do that? Is it for me? Why I'm doing it? All these questions. I think these are one of the most biggest reason. Fear comes with this question: what if? What if I can do this? What will happen? What if I can't do it? What will happen? This is question number one. What if? Second one, log kya kahenge? Did you get my point? These are the only two fear. First one, what if? Second one, how will they feel? That second one, I'm not looking at it. But once you overcome that, I think the promises becomes much more easier. Then that regret becomes a pride because you have at least taken a step, at least gone through that. Even if you have failed, it becomes a proud moment of your achievement. Yes or no? That becomes your milestones. That's why I never say failures are the pillars of success. Failures are the data required for you to take one more decision towards a risk. One more logical decision so that I can take one more risk. Great. With that, let's move on to Charanjit and we'll stop at Parsada.
Sir, I have failed multiple times in my previous life, but we have to overcome that. And after joining this employment and the program, I am feeling confident and very sure that I will be able to fulfill my promises and the promises made to my family or relatives. God bless you, sir. And this team is awesome. Sir, very helpful. I am learning many things and we'll have a great future. I am confident about it. Thank you.
Great. I would like to probably add one more thing before I go to Parsada. Is, I was always curious. There are some top level, top designation kind of a people like CEOs, CXOs and all. How do you recruit them? I mean, what kind of questions do you ask for a salary of around 5 crores to 10 crores per annum? I mean, what kind of question you should ask? Yes or no? Have you seen Kaun Banega Crorepati, right? The last question is, I'm like thinking, this question kya hai? How many of you guys, and sometimes the question is very simple also. So I had this question, how do these guys get selected, man? What is the kind of question? And then I had a chance to go to one of our great industrialists in India. His name is Mr. Kenny. I went to him, said, and I said, Uncle, tell me one thing. Okay, I have a different relation with him. So I said, like, Uncle, tell me one thing. When you recruit these guys who are like 5 crores and 10 crores per annum kind of a guy, what did you ask? And he says, everyone in this entire world, they ask about how many times they have failed and how did they came out of that failure. That's the kind of the multi-crore question. Did you get my point? Okay, how many times they have failed and how did they come out of it? What was the source of inspiration? How did all these resources he was able to do? How was this guy was able to come out? I said, that's all. Yeah. So now you learned about the question for 100 crores. How many of you guys getting excited? Wow, good. Let's make this 2023. I'm following somebody who is one of the biggest content creators of this world. His name is Gary Vee. He always talks about create your case studies every goddamn day. Write down somewhere, journal this out, show them a video. Aaj main ye karne wala hu. People in YouTube, just by doing a vlogging, they are making crores of money. Yes or no? Just by sharing their lifestyle. Aaj main kutte ko dhone ke liye gaya. Kutte ne wapas dho diya mere ko. Okay, talk about it. It's okay. Go ahead, make that nonsense. What is the problem, yeah? Kya ho jayega? Nanga paida ho, nanga maroge. Yes or no? Then what is this false sense of pride? False sense of achievement? Let's do that. Good. Powerful. Today's session. Lot of gyan. How many of you guys are going to start your YouTube channel today? How many of you guys are going to send a mails today? How many of you guys are going to send a WhatsApp video today? How many of you guys are going to say hello to at least 5-6 people today? How many of you guys can go to a random mall or something and say, hello, buddy, how are you? That's all. Can I buy you a drink? Can I buy you a coffee? Okay. How many of you guys can sit with somebody and listen to their pain problem today? I don't know. Show me. Show me. Show me you have done it. Can you make some information there? Just write down that. Yeah, that's what I'm doing daily. Because this is called top of the town, top of the mind. Yeah. Good. So with the end of probably the entire thing, we have got Parthodan. Quick to the point. Start.
Yeah. Another nice topic, Dada. Actually, life is where there is a hope, there is promise also. So to fulfill these promises, we have to break those goals or promises into small parts. So I am happy, I am growing, and I am going to achieve that goal or promise step by step. And yesterday, I also have done some of the promises with facing certain difficulties. So with this, I am growing every day.
Good.
To reach that goal.
Awesome.
Thank you, Dada.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Very good.
And I am happy that I am with this family. Thank you.
All right. Amazing. Good. Jate, I'll tell you one Vasupuria style kind of thing. I'm giving you a mafia rule, mafia tip. Would you like to know a mafia tip? Hello? You will not fail in it. It's a mafia tip, okay? Ye normal people ke liye nahi hai. Mafia tip is, if you attempt something, you talk to yourself this question, okay, before you attempt something. Jaan se maar doge. Utna himmat hai. Can you get that? Hello? When you go out of your house and start working on your stuff, writing that first mail, making that first video, you are not going to be dead, buddy. Hello? No one's going to kill you. I'm promising you, no one is going to kill you. If they come, talk to me. I'll be the standing brother for you. Awesome? Powerful today? Go, man. How do you rule the world? By your heart, love. So there is only 3H: head, heart, heart, hand. Sorry, did you get my point? Head, heart, hand. Let your heart talk today with your hands. Good. Let your heart talk today with your hands. Go ahead, rule the world. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having everyone. Coach, back to you.